Hi, this is Liz Pivito with oilyarmy.com. Thank you so much for watching my video. Today's video is going to cover Young Living Business Building, your why, and goal setting. So this video is being recorded for training purposes for my network marketing team. I am a Young Living independent distributor, and I want to help my team learn how to develop their why and set goals. However, this topic is not, just for Young Living people. So even if you're not with Young Living and you're looking to learn more about developing your why and goal setting, please continue to watch this video because there's really nothing specific to Young Living that I'm going to talk about during this video. And please share it with your friends. I really appreciate it when you do that. Okay, so let's just jump right in. Oh, let me just say, if you do want to learn more about me and what I do for a living, you can go to oilyarmy.com. Okay, why a why? And the bottom line is, when you really know why you're doing something, what your purpose is in doing something, then it's going to be so much easier to jump through those hurdles and figure out your how, or figure out your what. So, your why isn't like, oh, I just want to have a business. No, your why is your purpose. Why are you getting up to work every day? When you figure out your real why, it's going to make you so excited. It's going to make you want to jump out of bed in the morning. It's going to give you the courage to do scary things. And it's going to keep you going when you feel like quitting. So let me tell you a story. Someone has offered you $10,000 to walk across a tightrope that's connected to two high-rise buildings, 20 stories up. You do not have any kind of safety net. You don't have a rope around you. You just have to crawl across or walk across this tightrope, and they're going to give you $10,000. Would you do it? I sure wouldn't. No way. I don't even like walking up a stepladder. Not a fan of stepladders. So, of heights in any way, shape, or form. Now, but think about it this way. What if your husband, your fur baby, your kids were at the other building, on the other end of that tightrope, and that building was on fire? Would you somehow, gather the courage to walk across that tightrope to get them? I sure would. Absolutely. Suddenly, my why to get over there is bigger than my fear. So that's how you know you've really found your why, is do the burning building test. Would it take you into a burning building? If you're like, no, then you haven't found your why yet. So that's a good kind of practice to think about, a mental exercise to kind of think about your why. Now I'm going to show you a video. This is actually a comedian that came to my church, and it's a beautiful illustration of the difference between having a why and not having a why.
People hear the phrase, how do I know? The next thing they say is what? How do I know what? But the key really isn't to know what. The key is to know why. Because when you know your why, you have options on what your what can be. For instance, my why is to inspire people to walk in purpose. My what is stand-up comedy. My what is writing books. My what can be going out with some friends to eat. In fact, another what that has moved me towards my why is a web series that we have out now called Break Time. So every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, you should subscribe to the channel. We do a series called Break Time on YouTube. So 3 o'clock, we drop a new episode. One episode in particular, I'm about to show you a clip to. We were in Winston-Salem. So break time, this is how it works. I travel the country, I do stand-up comedy, probably an hour and a half at an event. And in the middle of my show, I'll just sit down and start talking to the audience. And funny just happens. Or I'll meet somebody who's really interesting. So I met this one guy, and he said that he teaches music at a school. I was like, all right, you teach music, can you sing? And then I'm just going to show you the clip. Check it. So you're a musical director. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That bro could sing. You know what I'm saying? All right, all right. Now, once you give me the version, is if your uncle just got out of jail, you got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick, if you know which version I'm talking about. Just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Right now I'm found, was blind, but now I see.
So here's the thing. The first time I asked him to sing, he knew what he was doing. The second time I asked him to sing, he knew why he was doing it. When you know your why, your what has more impact because you're walking in or towards your purpose.
Wow, guys. I hope you liked that video as much as I did. I really, really just hit home for me. You can be doing a great job and knowing exactly what you're doing, but when you have a purpose, when you have a why, it's going to have so much more impact. Wow, I just love that. Okay, so now I have a homework assignment for you. I want you to write down your why. A new car, financial freedom, world travel, whatever your why is. For me, my why is to provide my children with an inheritance, which I would not have been able to do working as a nurse like I was before. We had a very comfortable living, but I would not have been able to provide them with an actual inheritance. So that is my why. I also want a new car. So I have some superficial whys. I want a new car. But I also have other things like wanting to provide my children with inheritance. I want to open a low-cost breastfeeding clinic in my area. I'm a lactation consultant. So I have multiple whys and I have multiple reasons. So think about your why and your purpose and write it down. And then as an extra step, go record it and upload it to YouTube. People love to hear your why and your inspiration. So if you're doing this as a part of my Facebook event, I'm going to have a challenge around the video part of this. But if you're not, just go ahead and write it down and record a video of it. Even if it's just for yourself, you don't have to post it necessarily, but you can, it'll help keep you accountable. If you want to listen to my entire video why, you can go to my YouTube channel, An Oily Army, and listen to it there. Okay, so next we're going to talk about goal setting. The first thing I want to say is, regardless of what network marketing company you're with, if you are with a network marketing company, let me just go ahead and throw this out there. I personally believe that ranks are irrelevant. And what I mean by that is they do mean something, because when you achieve certain ranks in network marketing, you make more money. But listen to this. Does your subconscious, does your brain know what a rank is? Nope. Your brain, your subconscious, does not really understand what, if you were to say, like my company, I am a Royal Crown Diamond. Your brain's like, cool. But because we haven't been educated about that enough for it to really be deep ingrained into our subconscious, into our psyche. So our brains we are conditioned to understand money, to understand income. So I'm a bigger fan of goal setting to be, how much money do you want to earn? So, because your brain can work on that, your brain can be motivated by that. Your subconscious understands that. So, the question I want you to ask yourself when you're thinking about a monetary goal. So, I'm just using monetary goals here for this exercise. So, what do you want to be earning this month, next month, in 6 months, in a year? Now, you can go compare that to your rank earnings for your company and have that, have that written down on the side as your goal. But for the purpose of actually writing your goals and working with them daily, I think it's more beneficial to just write down those monetary income earnings. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. I'm a huge fan of Brian Tracy, and he teaches the 3 Ps in goal writing. If you want to learn more about him, you can find him on YouTube. He's written a book actually called Goals by Brian Tracy, and I have read the book, of course. I've also listened to his tape, Psychology of Achievement, multiple times, so those are really good. A good place to start with goal setting. There's lots of other teachers about goals, but I tend to really like Brian Tracy. So our brains listen when we speak their language. Ooh, I put the language, but it's okay. It just, when we speak the correct language. So write your goals using this format. You're going to use the 3 Ps, and that is present tense, personal, and positive. And then I like to add one little bitty step to the end, and that is to add the value or service that you will provide in order to achieve it. And for me, that's just an integrity step. So to give you an example, you would write a goal like this: I earn $250 this month with Young Living by signing up 5 new members with the Premium Starter Kit. Okay, so that would be a goal, a good goal. It not only has the amount that you want to make, but it has how you're going to make that. Because like with our company, with Young Living, every time we sign up a new Premium Starter Kit member, we earn $50. So that would give me $250. Okay. And then you could take it a step further. I earn $1,500 this month, or in January. Like, let's say for now it's October, and by January you want to be earning that amount. So you could say, I earn $1,500 per month in January by growing my Young Living business and supporting my team. So that's the value that you're going to be adding. So for me, I need to know not only my goal, but how I'm going to reach that goal. What are my steps? How am I going to be doing that? So this is very important. Do not use future tense words, or will earn or want to earn. You write it in present tense. I earn. Okay? And it's difficult. It's very difficult because we are not trained. We're thinking, oh, I want this, or I want to get this, or I want to earn this, or I will. No, you write it in the present tense. Our subconscious does not understand future tense. It just says stuff like okay when you say stuff like that. It doesn't actually start to work on it. Okay? So what is a good goal? A good goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. So don't be scared to write a big goal down. It needs to be a little bit scary. Okay? Go for it. It needs to be a little scary. Okay, so your next homework assignment is to write your goals every single day. Write down your goals every single day. Yes, with pen and paper. This is very important. I have a notebook or a journal that I write my goals in every single day. First thing, actually I write them the night before, and then I read them in the morning. That way I write them before bed, and my brain starts working on them while I'm sleeping. And then in the morning I read over them again, and I write down my plan for the day. Okay? You're going to read it several times throughout the day and before you go to bed. So you can either do it in the morning and read it before bed, or like I do it the night before and then read it in the morning. It doesn't really matter how you do it. You can put it on your phone, but I think there's something beautiful that happens with our brains when we write things. And so also I like keeping a journal because I make notes of the things that I'm doing during the day. I also use that paper to write down things that I want to do or ideas that I'm having. So I know that's really old school for some of you, but I'm a big fan of writing it down. So you can write it down, take a screenshot of it, put it as your back screen on your phone, make it for your computer. You can use your notes on your phone to do this. So some of my talk may be a little new to some of you when I talk about your subconscious listening. But we actually do have power with our thoughts and with our words. There's a saying that says thoughts become beliefs and beliefs become actions. So if all this is new to you, I highly encourage you to watch the movie The Secret on YouTube. It talks about law of attraction and the power of our thoughts. Very, very life-changing. Very, very life-changing. And like I said, if the whole idea of goals is new to you and writing your goals down, please consider looking into Brian Tracy's resources. He has videos on YouTube, and he also has written several books on goal setting, but his main book is called Goals. It's easy to remember. Okay, another fun thing you can do is to make a dream board. This is not my dream board. This is just one I found on Google Images. But you can make a physical dream board, like on a piece of poster board or on a piece of paper. I actually made mine on an 8x10 front and back and laminated it and have it next to my bed. So I see it every morning and every night. And you take pictures of whatever it is you want. You know, I have my Jeep on there, and I have a lake house on there, and I have my dream, kitchen on there. I have all the things that are my dreams and things that inspire me. And you can also put, words like this one has it on there. I am a Christian, so I put scriptures on mine as well, because that definitely inspires me. So whatever inspires you and motivates you, put it on your dream board, especially if you're a visual person. This works really good. You can make a dream board in Pinterest, or you can do one on your phone if you're, savvy in that way. It doesn't have to be on paper, but I guess I'm old, so yeah, that's how I roll. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of this video, setting goals and understanding your why. Please consider watching my other videos on business building at Oily Army on my YouTube channel. If you want to learn more about my business opportunity, about what I do, again, I am a Young Living Independent distributor. So if you want to learn more about my business opportunity, you can go to my business website, and that is 247abundance.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video beneficial.